They told us the ocean floor was the last place humans would ever build a city. Too much pressure, too much darkness, too far from the surface world. But history has a pattern. Every place once considered impossible eventually becomes the next frontier. And today, engineers are asking a question that once sounded like science fiction. What if the next great city is built beneath the ocean floor? If you're fascinated by impossible mega projects and futuristic engineering like this, make sure to subscribe, because the technologies shaping the future are already beginning to take form. Far out in the open ocean, miles away from the nearest coastline, massive industrial ships gather above a deep section of seabed. At first glance, they look like drilling platforms. But these machines are not here for oil. They are here to prepare the foundation for something humanity has never attempted before. An entire city, hidden beneath the ocean floor. The first challenge is pressure. At these depths, the ocean presses down with a force strong enough to crush steel. Traditional structures would collapse instantly. So engineers begin by creating a protective layer inside the seabed itself. Gigantic drilling machines descend from the platforms above. But instead of drilling downward into the rock, they carve enormous hollow chambers horizontally beneath the seabed. These chambers will become the first underground spaces of the future city, massive enough to contain buildings, roads, and entire neighborhoods. Robotic excavation arms grind slowly through layers of sediment and stone. Sensors constantly measure pressure, temperature, and structural stability. If even the smallest instability appears, the machines adjust immediately. Behind the drills, reinforcement systems deploy. Composite rings expand outward, pressing against the walls of the newly carved chambers. These rings form a skeleton that supports the surrounding seabed. Next comes the sealing process. Liquid composite materials are injected into the rock, filling microscopic fractures and turning the surrounding ground into a reinforced shell. The city will not simply sit beneath the ocean. It will become part of the seabed itself. Once the first chambers are stabilized, construction begins. Autonomous fabrication machines assemble structural frameworks inside the hollow spaces. Steel lattices expand like mechanical spider webs across the cavern walls. These frameworks distribute pressure evenly across the structure. Then the outer shell is installed, a multi-layer barrier designed to withstand both geological pressure and the immense force of the ocean above. The city's walls become thicker than those of a nuclear submarine. Layer after layer of composite armor, insulation, and vibration dampening systems. But surviving the ocean is only the first challenge. A city must also be able to breathe. Massive life support systems are installed throughout the chambers. Oxygen generation units split seawater molecules, producing breathable air for thousands of future residents. Air circulation tunnels connect the underground districts, ensuring fresh air moves constantly through the entire structure. Water filtration plants convert surrounding seawater into drinking water. Waste recycling systems transform organic material into energy. Slowly, what began as an empty cavity beneath the seabed starts to resemble something extraordinary. A city taking shape in total darkness. Transportation tunnels connect the districts. Autonomous transit pods glide silently through pressurized corridors. Above them, vertical elevator shafts rise upward through reinforced columns of rock, but they stop just beneath the seabed surface. There, massive docking hubs connect the underground city to the world above. Submersible vehicles arrive and depart like underwater trains. From inside the city, enormous observation domes look out into the surrounding ocean. Through reinforced glass walls, residents will one day watch entire ecosystems drifting past. Schools of glowing fish, silent giants moving through the dark water. But the ocean is unpredictable. Storms above can send massive pressure waves through the water column. So engineers design the city to adapt. Deep within the structure, massive stabilization systems monitor external pressure constantly. If conditions change, structural supports adjust automatically. The city shifts slightly, absorbing force instead of resisting it. Maintenance drones patrol the outer shell day and night, scanning for microscopic cracks or corrosion. If damage appears, repair systems activate instantly. The city becomes something more than a structure. It becomes a living machine. Months turn into years as the construction continues. More chambers are excavated. More districts expand outward through the seabed. Eventually, the moment arrives. The final pressure seals close. Life support systems activate across the entire network. Lights illuminate the underground streets for the first time. Where there was once only rock and darkness, there is now a city. Hidden beneath the ocean floor, safe from storms, protected from rising seas, and connected to the world through a network of underwater transit routes. Above, the ocean continues to move as it always has. Waves roll across the surface. Ships pass overhead, unaware of the city below. But beneath the seabed, a new chapter of human civilization begins. And if engineers can build a city beneath the ocean floor, the question is no longer whether humanity can expand into extreme environments. The real question is where we will build next. Because once the ocean floor becomes a place we can live, the boundaries of the world begin to disappear. And the future of cities may not be above the horizon, but hidden far below it. If humanity can successfully build one city beneath the seabed, then another can follow, and another. Networks of underwater cities could one day stretch across the planet's oceans, connected by high-speed transit tunnels carved through the seabed. A civilization expanding quietly beneath the waves, hidden from storms, hidden from rising sea levels, hidden beneath the vast surface of the world's oceans. For centuries, humans looked toward the sky when imagining the future. Colonies on the moon, cities on Mars. But the next great frontier may be much closer than we once believed. Because far below the surface of the sea, a new world is slowly beginning to take shape.